Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.
7 Mile Radio.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Kisha Show. How are you tonight? Thank you for tuning in with me and being faithful to my platform. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a little while, but we back on and popping, right?
Back on and popping.
How are you tonight, Mark?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm doing better. It's been an exhausting day. It's been a very exhausting day, and usual normal work day for me, really, for the most part. But yeah, so just been good, and just plotting and planning. We got the event coming up, the traffic jam next week,
Yay!
and the news van is in the driveway.
Yep, ready to roll.
And we're just getting ready for everything, putting all of the last minute details together and making sure that everybody got their shirts and stuff like that, because we got one of the best photographers in the city is gonna come snapping some shots for the website, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time that night. So
Yes, we
yeah,
are.
Keisha Key got her
I got
official
my shirt.
media team t-shirt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we are already getting things all together for the most part for the show, for the event.
Yes, extremely excited.
And for the summer,
And
we
for
have
the summer,
we
many
have
things to
some big
come.
plans for the summer, as well as beyond, for the network, and just training the team into the new.
Yep, going to the next
the
level.
the new level. We're going there.
Mess.
That's where we're going.
Most definitely. Hello, Marcy. How are you?
Marcy is in the building.
Hello,
Marcy,
Marcy.
Marcy.
Marcy. Well, everybody, it's been a very bad. I can't even talk. No,
Yeah,
but
tell
it's
us
been.
about your
Oh God.
weekend.
First
I
of
mean,
all.
but Jesus.
It's been a very, very busy last month. We just wrapped up our production, Take Care of Home, or Somebody Else Will. I played the role of Auntie Cat. It was very phenomenal. So, y'all, it's been extremely busy. But I've been well. I hope that everybody else has been very well out there. Thank you so much. Hello, T-Boss. Hey, Marcy. Thank you for everybody that's tuning into the show right now. Thank you for your faithfulness. Again, I am elated to be here. I'm extremely excited to be back home on my show. We just wrapped up another production. So, y'all, thank you so much for rocking with me. I appreciate it greatly. What's been going on with you, Mark?
Man, like I said, just keeping the ball rolling. Like
the
we
ball rolling.
have 20 podcasts on the network now. We got
yes.
20 shows.
Hello,
So
everybody.
yeah, we got a whole full family of podcasts
full
here.
family.
You know what I mean? And from there, just like I said, just getting everybody, where they need to be as far as the shows, and building the team and training the team and getting everybody ready for this event.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to the event because I want to see all of y'all in the same room. That's really what it is for me. I'm really excited to see all of y'all in the same room. Like, I mean, whoever
Most
comes,
definitely.
as far as the listeners, is coming out to come and meet the panel of y'all favorite shows. That's cool, but like, I'm really gonna have a moment with all of these people, that are my podcast family in the same room. We get to network and politic and get to know each other. So then, you'll end up seeing everybody on other people's shows. You know what I mean? And then we'll just be able to build all like that. We can just really operate like a team and a family. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yep.
in
Y'all
the
get to
near
see me
future.
in my Keisha Key gear. Hello.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I need to get that together.
Yeah, you need to get that together, right?
Now, am I?
Well, I need to get that together.
Yeah,
I
thank
guess
you.
It's
I'm
like
in-
it's looking at you and
I
shit like
know.
it's you and shit. I need to get it
flip-flops.
together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, most definitely, y'all. So, yeah, it's been very, very productive and busy, but it's been worthwhile. Like I said, wrapped up a production, coming up with new ideas for my own show, getting some people involved, getting some guests. So if anyone would like to most definitely come on to the Keisha Key show, feel free to send me an inbox and I will be more than happy to speak to you about the details of that. So for tonight's show, I named it When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. Uh-oh. I named it this tonight, y'all, because there has been a lot of foolishness going on in the tabloids. First and foremost, I sent my condolences to Kevin Samuel's family in his passing. But you have people that were extremely happy
Oh, boy.
about his death?
Oh, boy.
What has the world come to where we praise someone's departure because of how they lived their life, how they
Or
exuded
because of how
themselves?
they're because of their opinion.
Yeah,
The man didn't do anything wrong to
yeah,
anybody. He
yeah,
may have said a lot
yep,
of things that people felt like was wrong because maybe
right,
sometimes they may have fit into the box of the category of what he was talking about,
right,
maybe or not.
right.
But at the end of the day, we have a lot of people who have done a lot worse things to people, done a lot of worse things to
Yeah,
people that we still keep at the top of the totem pole and the pedestal and still praise them and
absolutely.
give them support and credit and all of that. But this guy, like you said, he was celebrated because it was before even it
Yeah.
was made official. People
Yeah,
were
people
hoping.
were literally, they started their whole meme process and the foolishness. Now, some of the memes were extremely
They
funny
were
now,
extremely funny.
but
A little
what
bit too
has the,
soon. Like, come
yeah,
on,
come on, like,
man.
come on
Damn it. It
now.
was
Now, I didn't really pay attention to the guy when he was alive. I will always see stuff about him, but I just never took the time to chime in on him. But for the videos that I did listen to, he was extremely kind of a little too opinionated towards
I don't
women and their shapes and figures and sizes.
I don't believe there's a such thing as being too opinionated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever you feel like is your opinion, that like somebody who isn't, doesn't fit into the category of what you say you like will say, oh well, who are you to feel like
Right.
you're that? You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
that was his standard. The problem was a lot of people that didn't like him made him more famous than people that liked him, because you're sharing what he's talking about because you want to rebut what he's saying. And you're trying to get a crowd to agree with you saying, look at this
Right.
nonsense that he's saying. He's wrong, isn't he? And after a million people does that, now he has a following. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
there's a lot of people that are promoting him because they don't like him. They are listening to him to find the next. They want to be the next person that reposts the next viral thing that he says, so it
Most
goes viral
definitely.
off of their page.
Yeah.
So it's
Yep.
like they're looking for what they don't like, or looking what people won't like, so they can push it out there for him. It's like it's free publicity, free advertisement.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was looking at the other day, someone had made a compilation of some of the things that he was saying. And like people would call in and he would say things like, you're obese and you're fat ass, and say a lot of inappropriate things. But I mean, it is freedom of speech. So the
Yeah.
guy was very bold. But then again, can you really blame somebody for keeping it real with you? Can you?
You asked a man his
Right,
opinion,
his
his question,
opinion.
and the
Yeah,
problem is, people will take that opinion or take what he was saying and try to blanket it across the whole,
that's true.
gender or the whole species of one, gender. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
you can't do that, and that's what created the conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody rebutting back and forth, saying, some people saying, "Well, I feel him," or some people saying that it was all
Yeah.
about conversation. He knew how to spark conversation, and that's what it is. It was
Yeah.
just in the way he did it. A lot of people didn't like. On
A
top
lot
of
of
him,
people didn't like.
on top of him saying things
Yeah.
that they didn't like. You know what I mean? So that was his flame. That was his fire. That was his niche. And he continued to strike while the iron was hot until it was over.
Until it was over. I guess I don't know. It's like I'm in between because he was a little harsh.
Oh no, I'm not saying
You know
saying
what
that I
I'm
agree
saying?
with with his delivery. Right now, some angles of his conversation I
Yeah.
agree with, because basically what he magnified in his conversation was basically people who had unrealistic expectations for themselves.
Now, I will
right?
agree
So
on
we're
that.
talking about
Yep.
men who have unrealistic expectations for the women that they want,
Yep.
and vice versa. So what happens was when people heard some of the things that he was saying, and they felt like that they personally felt into the pocket or the category of what he was talking about on the negative. Now people feel personally offended. You know, what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh, I don't like that.
That
I don't agree with that.
conviction.
The conviction
That
of
conviction
it, right?
of things.
It's
Yep.
the harsh truth sometimes. It's like the truth that people don't want to hear or don't want to really realize,
That's
or
true.
think that it really exists. And all he really did was magnified and expounded on that. And sometimes it was, dare I say it, because there's been times where I feel like this, whether I feel like that's my truth or not. I feel like that's the narrative of how it is out here in the world. So I'm put that out there. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna
Right.
publish that. So, and again, he was attacked for an opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
Right.
all it was at the end
His
of the day.
opinion.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and I saw a lot of comments in his passing from the Shade Room and from different platforms like Spiritual Word, where the women was. I saw comments where people were actually like, "I'm glad he's dead."
Yeah, I
We
seen that
don't
too. I seen,
praise that. What has the world come to where we sit up and praise someone's death?
man,
Was the man that horrible to where we celebrate his death? We don't want anyone to
to
die now.
die. I mean,
You know,
geez.
and people were like, well, yeah, I'm so glad because he was against women. He was against black women primarily, etc. Like Marcy, what you say? Because some folks felt validated by him until he dragged their ass to, then they got hurt. They shouldn't have rocked with it from the beginning. Yep, I agree. Yep, I absolutely agree. Like, okay, like for example, we have audio of the 911 call. Let's play that for the people and let's talk about that 911 call from the hotel room because there's a few things that I was just like,
A little sketchy about it.
yeah,
Huh? All right, well, let's roll it.
yeah, let's roll it.
Okay, is this a house or an apartment?
Oh my god, I don't fucking know. It's Kevin Samuel's
You don't know if it's a house or apartment?
Oh, it's an apartment.
Okay, what's the apartment number?
I know. I just need to give him CPR. Just please, just ask the front
You need an ambulance?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you listening?
Hold on, ma'am. I have to connect you with the ambulance.
It's Kevin fucking Samuel.
I
Please.
understand, but I have to connect you with the ambulance.
Are you okay?
EMS, what's the address of your emergency? Is he awake?
No, he has an irregular rhythm. I can feel it. He's breathing in and out, but he has an irregular rhythm. It's probably his heart. So I need you to get here with the fucking.
In Atlanta,
Stop
what's
him.
on, ma'am?
Come on, Kevin, you got it. Oh, come on, just try to breathe. Come on, you got it. Come on, think about your mom. Think about your daughter. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
I'm sorry.
2, 3, 4.
I need to call the front desk to get an AED. He's not going to make it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. But ma'am, I don't want you to disconnect because something can happen while you disconnect now.
I understand, but I'm saying I need an AED. If they have one downstairs, I need to get them up here now.
Are you able
So
to speak to the neighbor, ma'am, real
I'm
quick,
going to
and
hang
ask
up
them
with
to help
you.
you?
I hang up with you, or you call them in the front desk and give me a fucking AED right here now. He's turning blue. I cannot wait any longer.
Okay, is this a...
Wow. Right. So, based on that audio alone, there's a number of things, starting with the attitude and the professionalism, okay, of the 911 dispatcher, the slowness of getting over to the ambulance services. Do you feel like that? Like, what do you think about her attitude? Because she
You talking
was
about
pissed.
the
Operator.
911 operator.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she sound real young and I'll just say unprofessional. She just
Very.
her tone,
Yep.
right, was not the right tone for someone in that situation to be able to hear or handle.
Mm-hmm.
On top of everything that they got going on. Two, after. What it sounded like 3 or 4 times, and she said, "We got to connect you to the ambulance. We got to connect." Like, does she need to understand that she's being connected to the ambulance before you just fucking connect her and shit?
Yeah,
just connect it to the damn
that.
ambulance and shit. Why do you have to keep saying it to her, but and wait till she responds back as if she understands?
Right.
In the middle
She
of
was
everything that she going on.
Extremely frantic. She was extremely frantic and upset. Do you feel like that? Like I'm just thinking about it. Like, did they follow the proper procedure? Because everything seemed to be extremely scattered with that call, and I felt like that. Could they have done anything to save that brother?
Well, we don't know. We don't know
Right.
if that call or those seconds right then where they was having that exchange could have made a difference. It's always unfortunate when you can go back and listen to a situation like that and hear unprofessionalisms that will cause you to question if things was done in the right procedure or in the right manner. You know what I mean? But just immediately, I just got the tone of that operator kind of caught me, off. And maybe
didn't
she
have
just
compassion.
needs she needs better training for that position that she's in. This is a case where you
That's
can't just
true.
put anybody who's just wants a paycheck in a position because they don't care about
Right.
the quality of the product that they're there to
Extremely
produce. They're just
correct.
there to just get the money, and they don't really care about what they're there to serve to the people. You know what I mean? So customer service, or however they whatever that might be in that situation, is where she needs a little bit of sharpening. You know what I mean?
I have to agree as well, because I'm like, wow, she's not even trying to calm the woman down.
It's almost like
Position like
she was
that.
catching an attitude with
She
her
was for asking.
being distraught, like
Yeah,
for
that's
being in that
crazy.
situation. Like, so yeah, that's somebody who needed a little bit more training.
Yeah.
I would have been, a little bit, probably angry at her in that moment if I would have heard that tone myself. Like,
Do you foresee disciplinary actions due to that call?
I think it's necessary. I think it's possible. It wouldn't be wrong if they did discipline her for that.
Yeah.
Because again, I know that call would definitely be used in future training.
Oh, yeah, most
You know what I'm
certainly.
saying, of what not to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be, in my eyes, reason for being disciplined. She did something wrong. She didn't do nothing right. Like, she need to be, I guess, I don't know, miss work for a minute so she can train and
Most
come back with
certainly.
some compassion
Yeah.
and learn how to take those kind of calls when she's under pressure and the person is calling is under more pressure than she is. So it's like we gotta, understand the jobs that we fill out that we apply
Yeah,
for. You
she's
had
right.
you had one job.
You had one job, and that was to show compassion and expeditiously get those
Get the information
get
to
the-
where it needed to be.
Get the information to where it need to be. So yeah, y'all. Kevin Samuels, like I said, people have a love-hate relationship for that guy. I do send my condolences out to his family, but what a way to leave your legacy. Where you got people wishing, extremely excited that you're dead.
I mean, and then
That
some people said that
is
was
crazy
like,
to me.
you can everybody
Yeah.
says that life and death is, I ain't gonna say everybody says it's
In
the
the
Bible,
tongue.
right? Life
Yep.
and death is about power of the tongue, right?
Yep.
He said to several women, told them about how because of their standards, their terms and conditions as far as what they wanted in their life based on versus what they were, that they would die alone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right,
I
he
saw
said
that.
So I mean, this is on several different occasions, right? So now, when you are speaking that into the world, and this is brother Dave from the Detroit Stand Up podcast that made this observation. Like, he said, basically, when you speaking that kind of death,
Yeah, for
onto
sure.
people, right? And now you are
It comes back.
you're creating an atmosphere where people don't like you, and people will begin to speak that death back on
Back
you.
on to you. Absolutely. And life or
then-
death
and
does
then-
line the
and then-
tongue.
And then you end
Yep.
up getting what you got. Ironically, right?
Yep.
On top of a woman, right?
Yeah, he passed out on top of
He's
her.
on top of a woman 2 days before Mother's Day.
And then his mother found out about
his
his
mother found
passing
out on
through
social
social
media.
media. Through social media. Wow. Yeah. See, when keeping it real goes wrong, it's just like the man was so real that in his death, even people were still offended. Even in his death. There's a meme out of, I think I saw that on social media, where he was getting like, did you see that picture where it's him and then it's supposed to be Jesus in the background and he was going into the heavens or something like that?
And he said that Jesus, heaven is average at best.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. That's not it.
Too soon.
Far
brothers and
too
sisters.
soon. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So I just feel like, honestly, in closing that part, we have to do better as people. We have to do better, because it just seems like people are so ruthless with their actions and the things that they say out of their mouths. You cannot see what you speak out, it comes back. What you do,
Social
it
media
comes back.
again gave us a
comes
platform to do that. Like, a lot
Yeah.
of people, social media gives people a platform to say shit that they wouldn't say in people's faces because they don't get slapped in the face for it on social media, right? So
That's
now,
true.
You
You get free range to say whatever.
Yep.
Get put in Facebook jail, and now you back out saying
bring back
whatever.
out, yeah.
Saying whatever. Well, I'll tell you what, there's been a lot going on. Like, let's talk about this Young Thug situation in Ghana.
Snap.
Talking about a RICO. Talking about guilty by association. Talking about real prison time. Federal time. Now, everybody loves Young Thug as an artist, you know, but it's like, it's just something with these rappers. They get to the peak of their careers and then they end up either shot or in jail. Like the Shamerda brother. You just had the hottest single in your prime of your career where you could have blossomed.
I mean, he did, and this is a song that was made by mistake. It wasn't even your beat, and it was just some remake, internet fluke, and it just blew up.
And it blew up, and everybody was doing a dance, and now you in jail. I don't get it. Like, why sit up and go through all of those different contracts and verbal agreements and stylists and everything, and etc., only for you to get a hit single or get your opportunity in your prime for you to blow it either by association or the streets or taking one for the team, I go to jail for you type of thing, because I think that's what
so they can
happened
be seen
with
as a real
Shamerda. Yeah. So like Young Thug obviously has been out for a little while now, long while now. Him and Gunna, the situation I had took some notes on this because I don't get it. I even saw something where they had the dog in the back of the police car. The little green dog that they had. Listen, I don't understand. Like, if God has given you a gift and you use it and then you forfeit it. Young Thug is possibly, potentially, allegedly, all of the above, could be facing real prison time when keeping it real goes wrong. What? Okay, so this is the thing. Gunna surrendered today. It says Gunna surrenders to authorities in Fulton, Georgia. Gunna is now in police custody after surrendering to authorities early Wednesday. Make it make sense. Can you roll the video? For the people, please roll the video for the people so we can talk about this.
Was arrested at his Atlanta home on Monday after a massive raid, and the internet is in shambles. Video release shows Atlanta police taking him into custody after allegedly tearing his home and backyard apart. Young Thug is being held at Fulton County Jail and facing racketeering charges, otherwise known as conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. And for those of you roommates that may not be familiar with the RICO Act, it ain't nothing to play with. Young Thug and his associates could be facing some serious jail time for this one. According to reports, Young Thug and Gunna are among 28 people who are indicted on a total of 56 counts, including RICO charges, murder, armed robbery, and participation in criminal street gang activity. Prosecutors have been referring to his Young Slime Life label, aka YSL, as a criminal street gang founded in 2012. Child, a mess. According to court documents, Young Thug is being charged with 2 counts of conspiring to violate the RICO Act and participating in street gang activity, while Gunna is facing 1 RICO charge. And if that wasn't enough, Young Thug is also being accused of renting a car from Hertz to kill a rival gang member, Donovan Thomas Jr., back in January of 2015. Like, really? A rental car to commit a murder? Come on, y'all. It's also being said that he was in charge of ordering YSL members to murder YFN Lucci, who is currently in jail for his own murder case. Young Thug's mugshot was recently released to the public along with a long list of charges that they're trying to hit him with. Things aren't looking too good for Thug, but his defense attorney Brian Still spoke to news outlets and had this to say.
I'll tell you, the response to any allegation is Mr. Williams committed no crime whatsoever, and we will fight to my last drop of blood to clear him.
The feds have been watching YSL for a minute because the indictment was almost 100 pages long. From videos to social media posts and song lyrics, they've been gathering this evidence for a while. Allegedly, 9 different Young Thug songs ranging from 2014 to 2020 were listed as evidence against him in his RICO case. Gunna is being accused by prosecutors for appearing in a video online wearing a YSL pendant and a slap pendant with lyrics saying, "We got 1,000 round choppers." But of course, this isn't the first time we've seen rappers go down because of evidence in their music. Rappers like Bobby Shmurda have also seen issues when it comes to their music and the law. In fact, rappers have been getting caught up because of their music for so long. Major artists like Jay-Z, Meek Mill, and Big Sean have signed on to change the New York law through pushing for the rap music on trial bill. According to info released at the most recent press conference, not only are Thug and YFN Lucci being held at the same jail, but prosecutors are seeking the maximum sentence. It's looking real bad out here for YSL, Gunna, and Young Thug. Gunna hasn't been been arrested yet as far as we know, but it could be on the horizon. What do y'all think? This whole situation is messy with a capital mess. Young Thug has yet to make bail, but was scheduled to appear in court Tuesday morning. We'll keep y'all updated as details unfold. Roommates, thanks for watching TSR's So You Know of the Week. Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to follow. Keep watching So You Know.
Oh my goodness. Between Will Smith, Young Thug, and Gunna, I mean, all of the brothers just taking losses right now. What's going on?
Sure. Don't forget Kevin Samuels.
Oh yeah, Kevin Samuels too.
He took a loss.
Right.
He
I mean,
just took a loss.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I was sitting up here writing down a few things from the video because I was just taken aback. So Thug is being allegedly charged with robbery, murder, drug charges, and then a rental car for the murder victim. Robbery.
So he rented a car. He rented a car. He rented the car.
And I believe that someone else used it to go and murder the person. How do you get to the peak? Not peak. How do you get complacent, I would say, in your career and then get hit like that? You just lost your baby mom to a murder.
So that's allegedly all tied into this as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah. Like the dude, I believe that one of the dude, or the dude that he, I don't know. I can't connect the dots on who and what or whatever, but that was part of the retaliation of why he went and put the hit out on dude, because they, took his, they was coming for him and got his baby mama. And that's why the YSL Lucci supposedly got stabbed up in jail recently too. Yeah, they tried to kill him in jail, stabbed him up.
And they said that Young Thug had something to do with that.
Yeah.
So
maybe Lucci put the hit out that end up hitting Young Thug's baby mama, and now that's why he, putting that back out on him to get him in jail.
So now we're switching gears, because I thought the entire ordeal with Young Thug's baby mama was simply over a bowling ball situation. They didn't know each other. This was all just the overplay for the underlay?
That's what some people, I've seen that exact term being said about this specific situation. Like, it's a possibility that was just all, an overlay for the underplay. They ain't had nothing to do with this, and now I know who did it, so now I'm about to go knock him off. Because if I said that had something to do with it and something happened to them, now it's looking back at I'm the one who retaliated for it.
Right.
So I'm just going to make up a story like, she got killed over a bowling ball.
Yeah, okay.
So now I'm about to go and get the niggas that I know did it, because that's the overlay. That's my alibi for getting at them. You know what I mean? Because if I say, oh, yeah, I know who did it, they did it, and then they end up dead, it's like, oh, did you do that?
So, see.
So, yeah.
Wow, but even still, robbery, murder, drug. Everybody likes Thug.
That's some real first 48-ish type,
literally.
Scarface-ish
They definitely
type,
need to do this.
Shotters type thing going on right now.
Most certainly. What would they name that episode? When the thugs cry. Yeah. Bloom, bloom, bloom. When thugs cry. Facts.
We hit it. It came to us at the same time.
It did.
Yep. So that's great minds. Great minds. So that'll be very interesting to see the story of that play out. As I'm sure it will be some kind of a story, documentary of some kind of sort that comes out about it, like they always do the rap tales.
That. So my thing is this: what do you think is going to happen? I think he's about to do. They're about to do some time.
He about to go down.
Yeah.
Once when they come at you like this, and they got
the whole RICO,
the whole gang. They got the whole gang, and for the RICO charges, basically, the indictments were a group of guilty by association type of indictments that go down. They got somebody, right, for sure. And they pulling everybody else down around them. So they got somebody.
Right.
Now, whether the somebody is Young Thug, whether the somebody is Gunna, whether the somebody is whoever it is that's at the nucleus of this, it's somebody's going to catch some hell about it.
Yeah, because I did. Like, what is the problem? Why is it that we can't? You remember how in hip-hop back in the day, where everybody would make their records and it wouldn't be as much beef as much? Now these people, they're young and they got this money and they're flashy, and then they're going to jail with it.
Man,
nothing.
I don't understand what the plan is. Like, what's the plan? Like, what's the move when you get rich? just go to jail, die. I mean, like it's almost like it's a pattern with you know, a lot of the majority of the bigger artists, actors, basketball players. Like when they get to a certain level, there's always a wall that they hit some kind of a way.
Yep.
You know, whether it's legal, whether it's financial, whether it's, you know, death, God forbid, it's always something, man. It make you almost like, okay, do I really want to be successful and popular at the same time, rich and famous, as they say? Do I want to be successful and popular at the same time? It seems like it's a hard, you know, it's a hard thing to do to get old with being black, successful, and popular.
Absolutely. And we know that jealousy comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? So you got people jealous, and then you got the streets jealous. You still got your present street rivalries before you made it famous going on, and then y'all all get together and you shoot at one another, and then you got him walking across the street with handcuffs on him and a green dog in the back.
A green dog in the back.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Well, I tell you what, we should definitely see the aftermath of this Young Thug and Gunna situation, because to have a RICO charge put on you in this whole indictment process, people usually do go down for a very long time. And, you know, I hate that for our culture, you know, because it's like we aren't winning right now. We aren't collectively. We aren't winning. We aren't winning at all collectively, and that's a problem. That's a problem for sure. Yep, that's a problem for sure. So anyway, what do you think about this whole Young Thug situation in the end? What you think?
Well, I believe that, like we say, somebody's gonna end up going down about it. Number one, it's unfortunate that these brothers always get to the point of being that financially successful and always hit some kind of a wall of some sort. And you know, people need to learn from this. Number three, I think people need to learn that that lifestyle and that way of living, when you get to that point in your career, is stupid. Like, why would you throw everything away at the point that you are, you know, at the point that you are at?
You're absolutely right.
Why would you throw it away?
Why would you throw it away? Because I don't foresee him coming up out of this. Hold on, we're having a little bit of a signal issue on my end.
You know, I think it's Facebook, because YouTube is fine, and
my live has ended.
Facebook is tripping for some reason. Has the live ended on Facebook?
According to what it's saying here, that we have ended.
Okay, well, if that's what it's saying to you, then maybe we need to take a short break, and after these messages, we'll be right back. Oh, yeah, I do see that now on Facebook. I do see that. All right, so for the people that are still watching on YouTube, right, everybody that's still tuned in, Zuckerberg is fucking with us, right? Fuckerberg is zucking with us right now. Oh, I forgot this is the Keisha Show. We don't talk like that.
I was going to say we don't use profane.
Well, I'm just mad right now.
No, I am too.
Zuckerberg is upsetting me. So, all right, take a quick break. We're going to be right back with the Keisha Show with the remaining minutes of the show. And we'll be right back. Stay right there, because she still has something else to talk about, I believe, right?
Yes, we do.
One more topic. So, all right, YouTube, we'll be right back. Facebook, y'all ain't here anyway, so we'll be right back.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.